Yo guys, so in today's video we're going to be talking about these guys. Now I've made a couple videos on these. I've had countless videos making these guys work, and a lot of people have been wondering what happened to them. Why aren't you using them? And that comes into play because of a lot. So this guy has had no issues for the whole time I've owned it. But then a big issue started happening after I put the positive and negative of the power source to the sub wires on accident. So if you look down here, it says plus, minus, woofer, plus and minus, and then left and right. I put it right here. It's not supposed to it's not supposed to be there. Now this guy was sent out, and we were making really good videos with these by the way, but aside from this one ran mainly subs. This was 600 watts of pure subwoofer power. It took in 50 volts DC straight in, great output. It was very clean, it had a Bluetooth chip and everything, but unfortunately it had a lot of issues. So I would have power in, right? And then from the sub output, your sub would go ding, 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 ding. Bluetooth, nothing worked. Anything, nothing worked. These like MOSFET things, whatever they are, started heating up. Let me show you how they look like. They don't look a bit different, but let me show you. Okay, so let's take these out. There we go. And here they are. So I masked it with like tape and stuff because okay, this was really bad, but I put water on them to see how quickly it dissolved because I was like, what's going on? And I was curious. It was already broken, so might as well. And I think that made it worse. So they have the same chips as these do, I think. I don't know what chips they are. I should probably do some research. And another major thing I probably did is I hooked up 2 power supplies to put in both. So I had a 30 volt power supply and a 12 volt power supply. And I wanted to put it in here because I didn't have a 50 volt power supply. So I put it in, nothing worked. So I hooked it up to both, positive to positive, negative to negative, and it still didn't work. Surprisingly, I was surprised it didn't work, but obviously it didn't work. The only major downside to this not working is probably just the fact that I spent money on like speakers that could handle this power and it didn't work. And this is not the only amps I've had break because of whatever issues. So let me show you my SCAR amplifier quickly. So here it is. It's burned up here because my soldering iron kind of touched here, but that doesn't matter, right? So I used this for, I would say, about 3 months, and it was under my desk, and I'm sure you guys have seen a bunch of videos with it. And I hook it up to my new Taramps smart charger, and wow, a lot happened under here. So if we look, I don't even remember where it was actually. There it is. Right here. MOSFET blue. And I tried soldering on the exact same MOSFET and it didn't work. I don't know why, but this thing was actually a good amp. It ran at 1 ohm. Here it is right now. And here's the smart charger down here, which will give me like 1,200 watts, which is more than enough for these guys and another if we were to add one, because they are just like 700 watt speakers that, like, at peak I only run them at like 400, which is like 800 max for this guy to you know, make them flex really hard. But anyways, here is our connections. And as you can see, there are actually a lot of connections here. So all these wires are just like 2 small ones into one. And this one right here is for my free air connections, which are mainly for free air stuff. So I don't have to run another connection, connect it up, blah, blah, blah. And I could turn these subs off because I have a little switch down there. I don't know if you can see it. It's right there, that silver thing. But yeah, so this is the amp. And right here, let me show you a little behind the scenes stuff right here. So this is how we're filming our overhead shot stuff with our Samsung. I can't really tell how good the camera quality is because as Samsung DeX is on my monitor, I can't tell how good the quality is, but so far we're looking pretty good. So you tell me down in the comments how you see it. But yeah, so here's our little setup. We have power, which is just 45 watts, and Samsung DeX, whatchamacallit, goes into the splitter goes into a mouse, and this goes to monitor. The PC is completely separate from this, and we could control our video, we could control whatever. And yeah, man, so you see that little red dot is our play and pause and picture button. And yeah, this is crazy. And we're obviously gonna upload everything onto our PC so we could edit this video, because right now I am filming on the iPhone, as you can see. So yeah. Okay, back on this camera. So as I was saying, I don't know how to fix this, kind of. I think I will try new MOSFET because the issue was with my soldering iron. I think because this is the power supply section, I think. Yeah, it is. And I feel like I could replace it. Obviously, we voided the warranty. There's no secret to that. I have modded it a bit. Like, don't hate me in the comments saying, that's not modding. I soldered this, the RCAs to the case because I did have a ground loop, so it sounded really bad. It was like on the speaker, so I soldered it there. Now this whole thing right here could possibly work again. I really hope it does, so we could have maybe bench test for amplifier stuff, like have a specific amplifier to test speakers not connected to our sub speakers. Like let's take an example, Sinewave 02 or Bearvids or somebody, right? Amplifier for the stuff, amplifier for testing stuff. I think that's a pretty cool concept. But anyways, these were supposed to be our testing amplifiers, but as they are not serviceable or repairable or whatever, they're gonna stay in my amplifier graveyard. So thanks for watching this video, and I hope you guys loved this video, because I did really want to do this video for a while, and the fact that I now have an overhead camera makes me really happy. So I'll see you guys on the next one.